Hey you guys, it's Amelia here, and it's a rainy, blustery day here in Southern California. I'll show you. This is looking outside my tack room window. So, I have nothing but time today. So today's video is about corners, and corners are super important because the corner is what sets you up for the movement that's coming. So whether you're going to go across the diagonal after the corner, or you're going to ride a half pass out of the corner, or you're going to go straight ahead out of the corner, or you're going to go on the diagonal and prepare a pirouette. You have to have a good corner where your horse is in balance, where your horse is bending, and where your horse stays active and energized in order to be able to get out of the corner and execute the next movement. So first of all, as you move up the levels, you ride deeper and deeper into the corners. When you're riding training level, and especially at the canter, you don't want to go super deep into the corner. On most training level horses, if I'm at the canter, I think of the corner as kind of a quarter of a 20-meter circle. If you go deeper than that, the horse is going to lose the balance and maybe break out of the canter, or it's just going to be a disaster. As you move up the levels, you go deeper and deeper into the corners. So for example, when you're riding the Prix St. George, your corners become like half of an 8-meter circle, or a quarter of an 8-meter circle, or even a quarter of a 6-meter circle, if you can manage that. What's really important, what you want in an ideal corner, is that your horse bends in the body. So in order to ride deeper into the corner, your horse has to bend. From their poll to their tail, they have to actually bend their spine in order to be able to get into that corner properly. The other thing that's really important is that you want your horse to maintain activity. Lots of horses kind of will lose energy in the corner, and if you lose energy, then it's really difficult to kind of restart the engine. And let's say you're going on the diagonal and going to ride tempi changes. Now you've got to suddenly get the energy back, half halt, get your horse all reorganized before you can start your changes. The third thing that a lot of horses do in the corners is that they go downhill. So it's kind of like if you think of how a race car goes through the corner, like they kind of like do this. You see, do this, like their head goes down and their back end comes up like a banked turn. You definitely don't want that on your dressage horse. You want your horses to stay uphill and balanced. How do you do this? The biggest thing that I think of when I'm coming to the corner, like before I get to the corner, I ride an energizing half halt. So what I mean by that is that I want the horse to get a little bit of a shorter step, but more higher and more energetic in the step. So I think of a little half halt, and then through the corner I want to bend them between my legs. So inside leg at the girth, outside leg a little back, and a little half halt on my outside rein, so that I help the horse to bend in the corner. Then usually across the short side, I kind of refresh the gait, ride a little forward, and then repeat for the second corner. Little half halt, little bend up. Another thing to think about is that, like in the second corner of your short side, you have to tell your horse what's coming up next. So if you're going to ride a half pass, you have to have a little more bending and position the shoulders onto the line and get ready for that half pass. If you're going to go straight on the diagonal, the second part of your second corner, you have to straighten the horse a little more, get the horse uphill so you can be straight on the diagonal immediately after the corner. Some common mistakes that I see happen. One that I haven't mentioned yet is often riders will take both their hands to the outside in the corner, so they'll kind of like try to neck rein their horse into the corner. This is very incorrect. You need to use your inside leg to push your horse into the corner. Another common mistake that I see is that the rider slows down too much, so the horse loses energy, and then again, like I said, you have to start over, get all the energy back before you can continue with your movement. Another one, horses sometimes tend to go downhill, drop their poll. You'll see that on my horse Gatsby. He has trouble bending in the corners, and so he often, when I bend him for the corner, he wants to drop his poll and kind of go like a race car through the corner, and this creates problems for the movement that I have coming up next, whether it's a half pass or onto a diagonal line for tempi changes or a medium trot, whatever that might be. Another mistake that I see is people trying to ride too deep into the corners and throwing their horse off balance. So like I said, you have to ride, like you want to ride a deep corner. I'm not saying not to ride deep corners, but you want to make sure that you prepare your horse so that they can be successful and stay in balance and stay uphill and stay active through the corners. One great exercise that I love to do is to come to the corner. It's best to do it at the trot to start with. So trot up to the corner. When you get to the corner, walk through the corner, then trot again. And then before you get to the next corner, walk through the corner, then trot again. So this is going to help your horse understand to kind of half halt. It's going to slow things down so you can get your horse to properly bend and carry themselves through the corner. And I think this is a great exercise. You can also do it from the canter. You can go canter, then walk through the corner, pick up the canter again, walk before the next corner, pick up the canter again. That's obviously a little bit more advanced. Or you can do it with halt transitions. Like you can trot to the corner, halt, then walk forward, turn, trot. You get the idea. Anyways, think about your corners. I think it will help you execute your movements and really help you on the show ring. Good luck, happy riding. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my email list. Like all my email subscribers got a written email about corners, so sometimes it helps to read it also. And I have a lot of great content on that site, so you'll get emails like every other day. And it's a great way to just kind of, it's like food for thought. Every morning or every other morning, get an email of something to think about while you're riding. So hope you guys are enjoying everything. Hopefully it's not raining too much there. It's raining, raining, raining.